Man, Alex, it's been a long, successful year, man. One more month left. I guess it's time to show everyone our end of 2023 gun collection.
It's gonna be a long one, so let's get right to it.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Triggered Easily. My name is Richard.
And I'm Alex.
And as y'all can see, the intro in the video, we are gonna be bringing y'all our 2023 end of the year gun collection.
Yep, we collected a lot over this year. We had some stuff from the beginning of the year, so some of this will be repeats, but man, we got a lot of new stuff.
A lot of new stuff. We got a lot of new accessories and everything. We'll probably have its own video for that. Right. But of course, today we're gonna be focused on the specific guns. We got a decent amount of them, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this is not all of them. We don't even think we have time to go over all of them.
Right.
But we're gonna go over a lot of them today. So we hope y'all enjoy. Hang tight, and let's get started.
Let's get it. All right, guys, to start off this list, we have this sweet little gun right here. This is a Derringer 5-shot 22 Magnum made by North American Arms. It's a pretty little simple take apart. It's a fun little gun to shoot. It's definitely concealable. Get it in, you know, if you're going on a jog or something like that. I love this little guy. I love that I bought it. Wasn't that much. And that's pretty much it for that one.
All right, y'all, the next one we got today is the Smith & Wesson 32 Colt. It's a 6-shot little revolver, nice and fun one. Shoots long Colt, short Colt, shoots the Colts, you know. But yeah, nice, really cheap gun. Get you into a revolver. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, next one on the list. This gun is made by Taurus. It is a 38 revolver, 6-shot. Fun little gun to take out to the range, metal frame, little rubber grip, so it's nice and grippy when you shoot it. And if you're a fan of any like old Western or even some of the detective shows, you gotta have a snub nose, you know? That's just one little cool thing in everyone's collection that everyone should have. It's fun, it's concealable. I love it. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, now we got the 357 Ruger. Pretty little old gun. It's a 6-shot, made in the 70s, you know, so all you old school folks probably know about this bad boy revolver. Really nice one, really fun to shoot. Like I said, such a beauty. On to the next one.
All right, next up on the list is Hardy's favorite gun, the Judge. It is a 5-shot revolver that shoots 410 shotgun shells, any kind you can find pretty much, and 45 long Colt. So it's a pretty versatile gun, a little bit heavy, but you know, I think it's a good gun for anyone's collections. I really, really like the sights on this, guys. I know I'm pointing a gun at myself, but we just checked to verify it was clear. Other than that, I mean, it's a fun range toy. I love the fact I can load up buckshot, like 5 different types of ammo into it at a time, and have a blast, feel all the different recoils. Pretty fun little gun.
All right, y'all, and now we got the 44 Magnum. Of course, everyone knows this bad boy has some kick to it. Everybody loves a good 44 Magnum. Ours is a little bit dirty. We shoot it all the time. This is an amazing gun. If you haven't shot a 44 Magnum, you definitely should go out and try to get you one to shoot. These are really fun, and definitely glad to have this one in our collection. This is the Taurus Tracker.
All right, guys, next up on the list is a gun everyone should have. Of course, I'm talking about a 22. Now, this 22 is made by Walther. Really high quality made gun. It has 10+1 rounds. As you can see, the gun's unloaded. And as you can see, the hammer pops back. So it adds a little bit of fun to your gun and reliability, I think. This one is a pretty good finish, you know, like steel versus black. I really like it. No recoil. Shoot all day with this guy reliably, and don't spend a lot of money, you know? 22s are great for that. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, and Alex already introduced us, of course, to that 22 Walther, but we also got the GSG 1911, made in Germany, of course, 22 as well. Such a beautiful gun, shoots amazingly. Mag dumping with this thing feels amazing. It's fun at the range. 22 ammo, of course, is super cheap. So you can go through hundreds and hundreds of rounds and you'll be only spending about 20 bucks to have fun. So definitely get a 22 and just look at this beautiful thing. But on to the next one.
All right, guys, next up is one of my least favorite guns in the collection. I bought this guy. This is the Kel-Tec 22 Magnum. Now, on paper, it sounds awesome. You get these beautiful sights. Let's go ahead and pop it back. So you got orange in the front, green in the back. You have a 30 round capacity. Now, the problem with this one is we've never sent it off, and it was pretty much unreliable from the day I got it. Now, as far as being unreliable and being inaccurate, that's not what I'm saying. It's a completely accurate gun, but maybe every 10th round, every 5th round, we have some type of jam. I've loaded the mags correctly, I've used high quality ammo, and still have some issues with it. I keep the gun because, you know, I want to get it fixed, but, you know, it's still one of my least favorite guns in the collection. Go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, and now we got the Bersa 380. Surprisingly, this is the only 380 we have right now. We do have multiple others. I have no idea where they're at, honestly. Probably in the safe still. But yeah, we got this Bersa. This is our granddad's gun. That's what I call it. But I don't really like it too much, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, look at the iron sights on there. Yep, non-existent. I mean, they're just really small. Went to the range. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but did extremely trash with it. But it is a cool item to have in our collection. So that's the Bersa 380.
All right, guys. Next up is one of my favorite calibers and one of my least favorite guns in our collection. We have the High Point, probably 30-pound 45. It is extremely heavy. As I'm holding it right now, like, I could do, you know, curls with this thing all day long. Now, you do get 9+1 capacity. It does have a safety on it, but that's kind of where the fun ends.
Show them the iron sights, man.
Oh, the Starship Trooper. Hold on, there we go. You guys can see that. There's just a circle up here with a little yellow paint at the end. So definitely not the most accurate thing in the world. We bought this for a $100 challenge video. If you haven't seen that, yes, you can buy guns, not just High Points, for $100. So that was a pretty fun little video. Definitely go watch that. But anyway, not much to say about a High Point, so let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, and we're probably on to my favorite caliber, the 9mm. Right here, we got a DB FS9. You guys probably never heard of it, because I haven't, but we were at a gun show, and Alex made me get it, you know. It feels amazing in the hands. One thing I can say, when I first got it, you know, I really didn't shoot it much. Then I did a whole video on it, and it did absolutely trash. Now, I really want to take it back out to the range and try it again, since I'm a better shooter now. Hopefully it was just because I was kind of like a beginner shooter. I really don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, I mean, hey, it's part of the collection now. So let's hope I get it back to the range and absolutely love it. On to the next.
All right, guys, for the next one, we have the Sig Sauer, not 365, but 250. The one that kind of predates the 365. This is a 12+1 capacity. Fun little gun to shoot out on the range. I have one that I used for years and years. Extremely reliable, had no issues out of it. Now, we did just go to the range with this guy, and the definition of trigger discipline is this guy right here. It is probably the heaviest trigger that I've ever shot. And if you notice, it is hammer fired as well. It's not single double action, unfortunately. You can't pull the hammer back, make the trigger any lighter. But it was definitely, in my opinion, ahead of its time when it came out. Pretty little gun. Of course, SIG's a super reliable company. I think we need to go on to the next one.
All right, y'all. On to my first ever gun I've ever owned. Taurus G2C. It's probably the cheapest gun I own. Yeah, I definitely think it's the cheapest gun I own. 12 plus 1 round capacity. One thing I do want to say, it's been super reliable, and it was worth the money. Still to this day, I mean, I've shot well over 3,000 rounds through it, and it's still firing amazingly. We actually just did like last month a video on it. I love the fact that it has a external safety. Definitely good for new gun owners. So it was definitely the perfect one for me when I first got it. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, since it is a $250 gun, you're gonna get stuff like, you know, it scratches really easily. So it looks probably really dirty to you guys. I don't know if you can see it like I can. Also, trigger trash. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Trigger super trash on it. But the thing is, when you go out and shoot it, it shoots so good. It kind of doesn't matter. Of course, you can spend more money on a higher quality gun and it'll work better. But honestly, for the price, such a great gun. On to the next one.
All right, so as you heard it, the G2C was an awesome gun for Richard. Richard bought it before I was really interested in anything towards handgun wise. Obviously, I love the revolvers. So he convinced me to buy this guy. This is the G3, not the G3C. It's a full-size gun, so 17 plus 1. Now, my experience with this gun has been a little bit different than his. In the first 150 rounds I've shot through it, we probably had 3 to 4 failures, and one was insane. I was shooting the same ammo I always do, and one round got stuck. Luckily, I was able to shoot it out. It ejected the round, so it wasn't too big of a deal, but it definitely prevented me from clearing the gun myself, which I didn't like. This one also has an external safety. I will say, overall, this gun has been pretty reliable since the first 150 rounds. It's definitely in better looking condition than Richard's is. But we don't shoot it as much because it's a full size, and you guys like to see the compact stuff. So that's pretty much the story on that one. Nice little Picatinny reel. We'll go on to the next one.
All right, y'all. This next one was actually my first ever full-size weapon, and also canik. Canik TP9SF. Bought it for about $400. It has an 18 plus 1 capacity, so of course 19 round capacity. Amazing weapon. I have nothing bad to say about it. Haven't had any misfires or anything. Definitely shot over thousands of rounds, so probably about 2,000-3,000 rounds through it already. It's super accurate, fun little gun. You know, I'm a canik lover, of course, as you guys probably already know. But it definitely got my eyes open on canik. So I definitely loving canik so far. On to the next one.
Richard already told you how great his canik experience was. So, like the G3, I went out and got myself a canik as well. This one's slightly different. This is the TP9 SFX. This holds 20 rounds, has a ported barrel, optics ready, which I think his is as well, and that amazing canik trigger. I've loved this gun. It's been extremely reliable for me. It's got a little red optic at the front of it, or red dot, whatever you want to call it. It lets you know if there's one in the chamber or the slide's been pulled back. And like I said, extremely reliable. I've been impressed with everything canik has done so far. If you guys watch our channel, you already know we're canik lovers. A lot of people don't like them. There was some problems I heard with the first gen, but these things have been insanely accurate, well maintained, well made, and everything's been awesome with them. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all. We are gonna continue the canik wave. So here is probably the fan favorite gun on the channel. It's the canik Mete MC9. This is my everyday carry actually. It holds 12 plus 1 and also comes with a 15 plus 1 round mag. This is our only gun you will notice with an optic on there as far as the pistols. We're iron sight people on the channel, but you guys really wanted to see a hollow sun installed on the canik. So of course, that's what we did for you. I've been loving this gun. It's been amazing. One thing I do want to say, the first 200 rounds we shot out of here, it took a while to get adjusted to. It wasn't one of those that you take out the box, start shooting, and great gun. Like the full size ones, they were amazing off rip. The Mete, it took a while. We had to break it in, but once we started breaking it in, shoots amazingly. Still getting adjusted to shooting red dots because we're so used to shooting iron sights on the channel. But it's definitely been an amazing weapon, priced really well. I definitely do like this gun. Amazing trigger, of course. So yeah, that's the canik Mete. On to the next one.
All right, Richard just showed his daily carry. It's time to show mine. This is the M&P Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. It has the capacity, this round that this mag that I keep in it all the time, 15+1. It also comes with a 13+1 and a 10+1. So if you want to make the gun pretty much flush, keep it nice and tight, small, you can do that. Or if you're a bigger guy like me, you can handle the 15 rounder. This guy has been amazing since day one. Had a little bit of a break-in period, but nothing too weird. We've done a full review on it, and I just love it, man. The sights are great, white on the back, white on the front. Easy to line up, easy to shoot. Now, different than a canik, I don't have the ability to add a sight off rip, so to have to get that sent off. Also, no Picatinny rail at the bottom. So it's lacking a few features. I could have spent a little bit more money and got all that stuff on here. But for my daily carry, I want the most simple thing, the most reliable thing, and that's why I went with a Smith & Wesson. Love the company, love everything they do. There's that.
All right, y'all. So we have here another Smith & Wesson. So this one is going to be the M&P Shield 45. So one thing I do want to point out, it's going to be the exact same size as the non-Shield Plus. So it makes it really cool that you can conceal this just like that one. One thing about it though, it is a 7-round capacity, but you're shooting 45, so it is a bigger caliber. Some people may argue it's even a better caliber. You put your shots in the right place, this is actually a great gun. They do have the 45 double stack one as well. But as far as this gun right here, it's just perfect, great for conceal, and that's why we have it here.
All right, guys, I love M&Ps. You're gonna notice we have several of them just because they're amazing. This is my second favorite M&P that I own under the Shield 9 Plus. Of course, I'm talking about the big boy 10mm. You need to stop a bear, this will do the job. You have 15+1 capacity of 10 mil, packing similar power if you buy the right ammo of a 357 and a semi-auto. Now, the size and ergonomics of this gun, I love so much. It fits perfect in my hand, it's large, and I love the lifted sights. This one's optics ready, Picatinny rail, safety, everything you need, of course, ambidextrous safety, everything you need, nothing you don't, and maybe even a few extras. You do have, the gun does come with 2 15-round mags, and like I said, it's just a great gun overall. I'm happy I bought it. One of my favorite guns that I own. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, coming next to the table is gonna be arguably the best 5.7 on the market. That's gonna be the Smith & Wesson M&P 5.7. Now you're gonna see plenty of reviews out. Personally, I think it's better than the Ruger and the FN. Of course, you have to do your own personal research, but such a lovely gun. Of course, it has a safety on it. It holds 22 5.7 plus 1, of course, in the chamber. It's just an amazing gun. It's a flat shooter, so it feels really good. Definitely when you put it on target. 5.7 ammo is expensive, so definitely if you decide to get a 5.7, you're gonna want to get something that you know is gonna shoot it amazingly well and not mess up the gun. Surprisingly, these things are really loud, but zero recoil. So they'll tear up your ears, but your wrists are gonna be okay. But yeah, that's the 5.7 Smith & Wesson. On to the next.
All right, guys. We know this is probably another one of you guys' favorite guns or your most hated guns. Of course, I'm talking about the Glock pistol overall. This is the first Glock that we got for the channel. It's a Gen 3 40 millimeter. So it's a fun little gun, not too powerful. I really wanted to like this gun, but this laser just isn't my favorite thing on the gun. The ergonomics of this gun isn't my favorite, but hey man, some people swear by Glock, so that's why we got it. And of course, it was really important for us to have a Glock on the channel. You guys were requesting it, so that's why we got it. On to the next.
All right, y'all, before we get into the next gun, I just want to say shout out Gulf Coast Guns. We're definitely not really Glock lovers on the channel. We are really canik lovers, but we have been opening up our options. So that led us to buy our first 9mm Glock. The first one that he just went over, the Glock 22, which is 40 caliber, which is extremely weird because the models are super stupid with Glock. It didn't really do too well for us. As of this video that we're making today, we haven't even shot this thing yet. So it's brand new, straight out the box. We got two 19 round mags, and then we have a 17 round mag. Hoping for the best for it. We know Glocks, you gotta shoot a certain way. It's all about the thumbs pointing and how you hold it, which to me, in a sense, is trash that you gotta have all these, specific stats and stuff you have to do to shoot it good. But hopefully, it shoots really well for us. Can't wait to get it out. So definitely be looking out for that video. It will be coming up soon. But yeah, beautiful color. That's why I really wanted to get this one specifically. So hope for the best. On to the next one.
All right, next one up on the list is definitely one of my favorites. It is a 1911. You guys in the comments section either love or hate 1911s. I personally love them. This one's a 45. That's the way they were intended to be. Great ergonomic. There's a reason this gun has been around for as long as it has and really has gone unchained. It has a hammer fire, 7+1 capacity. This actually mag is at 8+1. And just regular sights, nothing special on them, but they're extremely accurate. Once you have a 1911, it's one of the guns that I started shooting when I was young. Once you shoot one, the new age guns are a little bit hard to get used to because you have to hold them differently. I use this as my gas pedal, have another gas pedal here. You hold it down, get it right, pull the trigger. Amazing, simple, they just work. I like to have the capacity of 15+1 or even more, but these things, you almost don't need it because of how accurate they are. Anyway, that's my little spiel for the 1911. Let's go on to the next gun.
All right, y'all. Next one we got coming up, of course, is another 1911. This one is Alex's as well. It's another Kimber. And like Alex said, 1911s just shoot so well. They feel amazing. He definitely got me into them. Like he said about the gas pedal, it just makes it easier to grip, grab, aim, shoot. This specific 1911 right here, just want to show y'all that it's empty, but it has a red tip, which makes it so much fun to shoot because those follow-up shots are super accurate. But yeah, it has an 8+1 capacity as well, just like the other one. But yeah, can't go wrong with a good old 1911. On to the next.
So what's better than a 1911? Probably a 2011. What makes it different from the 1911 is you get a double stack. Now, these come in 45 and in 9, maybe some other rounds if you go with a different company. But this is actually one of the cheapest 2011 that you can buy. It's made by Rock Armory. good little sight picture right there. Red on, white on the back, red on the front. And this actually has been a great gun for me. We've done a review on it. Unfortunately, we haven't uploaded the review yet because of the quality of the video. Some things happen, and we're gonna have to go out to the range and get another review on this bad boy. Other than that, it works pretty much the same way. You got a little bit more weight than a 1911, but I love this 2011. I'm looking forward to making many more videos in the future with it. On to the next one.
All right, y'all. Next one we got going is the last one that we have right now of the handguns. I'd honestly want to say this is probably one of the creative, most best looking guns, but also like the worst gun ever. This is the Cyclops 4570. So if you guys don't know what a 4570 bullet is, it's usually shot out of rifles. But let me show you real quick. So, show you the artwork. So that's the size of a 4570 right here. And the only thing you have to do, put one in. It's a one-shot gun. And it has just a crazy amount of recoil. And it's called the Cyclops. Look at that bad boy. Looks so pretty. Like I said, they did a really good job on the artwork of it. Now, as far as shooting it, worst thing ever. It's not fun for anybody that shoots this thing. I really don't understand the reason for it. But if you wanted to kill a bear with one shot out of a gun, this is what you would run to. And with that being said, that's gonna end the handguns right now. So let's have fun with some rifles.
All right, even though he said rifles, he meant shotguns. Yeah, everyone knows shotgun is just a larger rifle, basically. Definitely triggered some people in the comments. This boy right here is a Rete shotgun. It's made in Turkey by Rete Arms. I really, really like it. As you can see, it is enormous. So shooting clays, fun. It is not a pump action. It is a semi-auto, just like a handgun. You press this little button right here. It loads in a round, and you have 3 more rounds. So 3 plus 1 capacity. Not a ton. This would probably not be the shotgun I chose for home defense. But as far as shooting clays, hunting, anything like that, it's fun. It's been extremely reliable through all the rounds I have through it. And it stayed pretty through the whole entire time. You get a little single red dot up here. So that's pretty fun. Other than that, simple shotgun. Let's go on to the next one.
Dang, I forgot how tall I am, y'all. Listen, y'all, we got my little Hawk model shotgun right here. It holds about 6 plus 1 or 5 plus 1. It holds about 6 shots, I believe. So it's really good for a shotgun. As y'all can see, I actually, listen, it got wet. And I put it back in my bag. And so it's really dirty. So I definitely got to clean it. But it is an amazing shotgun. As you guys can see, it has a rail at the top. So I can mount a scope to it. What will be the reason to mount a scope? Don't know. That's why there's not one on here. If you guys looked at my last gun collection video, it was a scope on there. Don't reference me to that. But yeah, guys, it's really amazing. Really love this shotgun. Shotguns are really not expensive at all. For home defense, they are definitely great. Definitely got to get out to the range and practice with them, of course. But yep, it's my Hawk model.
And really quick before you end your video, I just wanted to think it would be fun to do a comparison of the size difference.
Yeah, guys. So as you can see, yeah, he has a lot more. So yeah, I think this shotgun is way better than his though. But yeah, on to the rifles for real this time.
All right, guys. Next up on the list. Now I don't know if this is a rifle or a revolver or a shotgun because it does all 3. This is a fun little gun right here. Got a little grip on the front. It pops out just like a revolver does. You got 5 plus 1. It's called the Circuit Judge. So essentially the same thing the handgun judge does, which is right here, the circuit judge does a little bit better. Now, I love the stainless steel wood grain finish, and I love the fact that it has a red dot sight. It's just like a tactical, old school gun. Whoever made this, thank you, because I had to have it in my collection. We did a video on it as well, so if you want to go look at that, you can. And looking forward to making more videos with it. If we can find a reason to use it, I'm definitely going to bring it out. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, so what I got coming next is probably one of the cheapest hunting rifles you can get. It's made by Savage Arms, but honestly, it's probably one of the best that you can get also. We have the 30-06 by Savage Arms. It's a beautiful hunting rifle, and I mean, I can't show you the scope, but it's amazing. It's a 4+1. It does have a safety on it and everything, so it's a super safe gun. It's definitely super fun for long ranges. As you guys probably already know, that's what snipers are made for. Like I said, hunting, and just to see if you, just to test your accuracy out, you know. It's not all about the scope, it's also about how you hold it, how you aim it. So this is definitely super fun gun. Like I said, cheapest way to get into a hunting rifle, Savage Arms. On to the next one.
All right, guys. Everyone needs one of these in their collection as well. This is the AR-15. This one is made by Ruger. It has iron sights that pop up. It has, takes pretty much any mag you can find for the AR-15. It's been a very reliable gun over the years in fire safety, all the stuff you want with the AR. The reason I bought this one is I wanted one that looked like an M16, and that's what I got with this. It wasn't the most expensive gun in the world, but it also wasn't the cheapest AR-15 you can buy. Somewhere in the middle ground, like $1,000. I'm very happy with it, and it's just a simple concept. So with that said, let's see what Richard has for us.
All right, y'all, the gun I'm bringing out next is probably one of my favorite guns in the collection. It's definitely, hands down, one of the most fun guns. It is gonna be the GSG rifle. It shoots 22, of course. And with this thing, I mean, you just mag dump all day long for cheap. It's super fun, just shooting it and just spamming as much ammo as you want. It doesn't feel like you're wasting anything. It just feels like a free, fun ride to the gun range and testing your accuracy. It shoots long range as well. So hitting 150 yards out with steel with a 22 seems weird to do, but it's super fun when you do it. So it's definitely one of the fun guns on the channel. And also just, like, it looks amazing, you know. Little knockoff MP5, you know what I mean? A little fake silencer, of course. But definitely one of the most fun guns we have on here. So you're so short, I'm sorry. Like, I have to like keep like kind of like trying to bend down a little bit, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna stand perfectly tall.
Yeah, it's nice. 6 foot, it's not that short. I'm freakishly tall.
I'm 6'1.5".
That's too tall. Obviously, another inch and a half, you're off camera, so. All right, guys, on to the next one. I have another AR-15. Now, I wanted to do something different with an AR. I wanted to add a scope to it. So that's exactly what I bought this for. Now, the scope isn't on it tonight, unfortunately, but holds every single AR mag. Again, this one's metal, so it's nice. 29 rounds, you know, YouTube compliant. I added a little front grip. It's an extremely accurate, extremely good AR-15 for the money. Rock River Arms really made a good gun with this one. Fire safety, again, just simple AR-15 stuff, nothing crazy. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, next we got my first ever AR-15 on the channel. It is gonna be this Diamondback. Now, one thing I do want to say, it was one of the cheaper ends. Of course, like I said, it was my first AR-15. Definitely works amazingly. Of course, takes 223, 556 NATO, as you can see right here. Came with one of these little cheap little red dots. Works amazingly. Still can hit 150 yards out with it. Of course, I'm definitely going to be switching in the future to iron sights because I'm more of an iron sight person, as y'all may know as watching us on the channel. But it's definitely amazing. As you can see, it has the safety, fire, of course. So it's definitely a really great gun. There are definitely cheap ways to get into ARs, and this is one prime example. Diamondback makes amazing firearms, and the rifles are great. On to the next one.
All right, guys, I have another gun that I think should be in everyone's collection. This, of course, is the AK-47. I have a banana mag in it. It's made by like US Palm or something like that. Aftermarket, these things are amazing. They're a little bit more expensive. Everything about a AK-47 is going to be more expensive than a AR-15, unfortunately. The ammo, a little bit bigger, more expensive. The getting to the gun, a little bit more expensive. But I love this one right here, green. I like that I added the yellow into it, just that pops some color. It just a classic AK-47, 30 plus 1. I mean, sorry YouTube, 29 round capacity. But other than that, man, it's simple. It will last forever. I know some people think AKs have to be cleaned a little bit more than ARs. Maybe that's true, but I have one coming up soon that I haven't ever cleaned. So we'll see when it sells finally. But this one I'm planning to keep clean, keep new, and also this one's made in Russia, so it's pretty cool to have one of these made from the country that it was built from. Let's go on to the next one.
All right, y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know the AK that he was talking about, I'm actually bringing up that right now, is this one right here. Now, this is a beautiful one. Like, look at this, it has nice wood grain finish on it, so it feels real good. When you shoot this thing, it does heat up. I will say that. Like he said, more expensive. He thinks everyone should probably have one of these in the household. I don't really know about that, you know. 7.62, pretty expensive round, but really fun to shoot if you can get your hands on one of these things. They are definitely more expensive than the AR-15s you can get into them for, but definitely fun. I definitely will say they are reliable. I don't know if they're more reliable than the AR-15, but they definitely are fun. And I mean, shooting these things make you feel amazing. All right, y'all, and just another little fact about it. It's a Zastava Arms, and it was made in Serbia. That's probably why Alex was so hyped about the other one, because it's made in Russia. And so yeah. But yeah, that's the AK-47, baby.
All right, guys, let's talk about one of my favorite type of guns, the lever action rifle. Now, this gun, unlike the last two, is made in the USA. It actually says on the box, made in the USA, or not at all. This is the 4570 cartridge. Again, that huge round, pretty much the size of it right there, that little Cyclops shot. So this is what it was made to shoot out of. This is what, you know, some psychopath made, and then I end up having to buy because it's so cool. This feels like it wants to break your shoulder. That feels like it wants to break your hand. But the lever action, simple. Most people had a BB gun that was this kind of lever action as well, growing up. And I love the 4570 cartridge. I think 44 is another great cartridge to have it in, but the 4570 just adds something to this gun that you can't get from nowhere else. Let's go on to the next gun.
And last but not least, we have the Henry once again, but this is a different caliber. It's gonna be the 30-30. Now the 4570 is definitely a bigger bang, so your shoulder's gonna hurt more, but this one is still gonna be coming with the same energy. It's definitely a beautiful weapon, as you guys can see. You can load it up multiple ways. You can take it out from here and just drop the ammo down, or you can load it straight through here. So It is a very beautiful, I mean, artwork on it is just amazing. Super fun to shoot. I'm so happy to have this in our collection. man, that was a lot.
That was a lot, and yeah, like you said, it's not even everything, but this is as much diversity as we could get in one video. Otherwise, it would just be 3 hours long, and we could keep talking and talking and talking forever.
Yeah, we feel like we've been here forever. I don't even know how long this video is. Hopefully, I get to chop it up to be a decent amount of time. But yeah, hope you guys made it this far, definitely.
Now, at the beginning of the year, we named our favorite guns out of everything we had back then. It's just going to be too hard to do it this time. Like, there's so many good options here. We haven't even shot the Glock 19 yet. I want to get more practice with the 2011.
Yeah.
And then, of course, brand new AK for the channel. So there's so many things we haven't done yet. So let's do this instead. Name one gun, and I'll name one gun that I wish we had.
Okay.
You have yours?
I don't have mine, but I have multiple guns that I would add to our collection.
Okay.
So first and foremost, one of them I would like to add because we don't have it up here. We don't have any Springfields, like we don't have a Hellcat or Echelon or any of those. I'd love to get one for the channel, get out here and shoot them. That's one of the top guns that people have nowadays. Like for the EDCs, when you see them, the Echelon and the Hellcat Pros are definitely going to be one of the top ones that you do see. Yeah, and another one, surprisingly for me, an FN. So, you know, a lot of people aren't big on FNs because of the price of it. And that's kind of why you don't see them in our collection, because our collection is typically, I'm not gonna say all of them are budget friendly, but most of them that you see here, it's affordable for everyone to get. We like to collect, but also we don't have money just to spend.
Yeah, we don't have the money to buy the $4,000 or $5,000 guns. Obviously, you know, we could say several 2011s. All of them are great. The Platypus, one of my favorite looking guns. You can completely mod it out to be your spec, and then they send it to you. But I don't want to name a bunch of $5,000 guns.
Right. So yeah, I would definitely want to get one of those more expensive guns for the channel. But of course, right now, definitely while we're still in the phase of trying to get monetized and stuff, for all you guys watching this, thank you for watching, by the way. Hopefully we'll be able to bring that in. All
right, and for me, I got a few specific ones. The first one is like a bonus one. You guys are gonna laugh. I want to try out that new High Point.
I do not want to talk to you
the YC9.
Oh my gosh.
They've completely changed the gun for the most part. It looks very similar, but it's apparently double stacked. It's completely different. So I want to try that gun out for the future. It's one of the ones that are kind of on my list right now. Also, I don't have a full-size M&P 45. I've got several full-size M&Ps. Yeah. I got 45 concealed M&P because I thought that was cooler at the time, but I really regret not buying the full-size one, double stack. I think that would be a cool gun to own. And then last but not least on my list is a AR-10. That's one gun we don't have. It's 308. It's more powerful than the AR-15. And I think with that AR-15 I had a scope on. The reason I took it off is because I want to add a dot to that, and I want to go to a scoped AR-10. Right. The 308 cartridge has much more capacity, much more ability to go further. And I just think at 150 yards where we have the ability to shoot, it's just going to be more accurate, more fun. I already have the 30-06 cartridge, 5.56, 7.62, and I think the 308 is something that I personally am missing in my collection that I want to add.
One thing I do want to say, those were some good guns he named, except the High Point. I really don't like High Point at all. Unless y'all sponsor us. Unless you sponsor us. If they sponsor us, High Point, best gun ever. I don't want to touch another gun. I don't even want to look at another gun.
I tell you what,
shout out High Point. Just
because I'm looking for an excuse to buy it, if we can have 20 comments that says get the YC9, that's going to be the next gun I purchase. All you guys got to do is get 10 of y'all together to say, get that YC9. It'll disgust him. I'll have a blast shooting it. Maybe I'll love the gun, maybe I'll hate the gun, but it's definitely a cheap gun I want to try out.
Can't wait to cut this part out of the video so you guys can't do it. But no, seriously, thank you guys for watching to the end. This was a long video from us. This was a long setup. Unfortunately, we gotta load everything back up and put it back in the safe. So
get ready for tomorrow, because we got work again tomorrow, making more videos for you guys.
Yep, we're gonna be bringing out the Glock 19, the AKs. We're gonna bring it all out. I don't even know the order of the videos I'm gonna upload it, because I'm supposed to be uploading this in the morning, but right now it's like 1 a.m. So yeah, we're doing this, guys, for you. Thank you guys for watching to the end. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Make sure you follow our social medias. They're gonna be linked in the description below. And we'll see you on the next video.
See you on the next one.
Triggered easily.
Mag up that subscribe button.